okay?
No. I need some.
Need some what?
Milk.
Milk?
Milk.
You need some milk?
Yes, milk. 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 Can you not understand me? I need milk.
But why do you need milk?
Because that's what Hercules drinks to get his ultimate power.
Milk.
Milk!
Do you feel better now?
Milk! Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show, where I always have to do the dirty deed of deciding whether or not a game deserves to be slaughtered or salvaged. And who remembers that obscure and low-budget independent movie made by a Czechoslovakian animation company called Hercules?
Hercules, 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 Hercules.
Yeah, I'm sure you've probably never heard of this. There was once an animation studio known as Disney, who made a lot of other small movies you've probably also never heard of, like Tarzan, The Leon King, Mullen, and most recently Zootropolopia, because they couldn't actually decide on Zootopia or Zootropolis, so they just put them both together. Another movie among this small library they made was called Hercules, and no, it wasn't a comic in which Herc looked like this. Instead, this movie had a million Greek legends in it, and it's epic, it's pretty, it's toe-tapping with music, it's tightly scripted, it's clever, and Disney saw nothing but big bucks in their eyes as they decided to make a tie-in game on the PS1 at the same time the film came out. Disney's action game featuring Hercules. Yes, that's the name of the game. One of the best titles for a game since Twin Eagle, Revenge Joe's Brother, or maybe even Nuts and Milk. Yeah, that's a real game.
The amount of things wrong with the title of this game alone is baffling to me. I mean, was this going to be Disney's only action game and then they just randomly decided to include Hercules in it along with other characters? Was it originally just going to be called Disney's Action Game? Was there going to be a series of it? Why isn't it just called Disney's Hercules, since it has no other characters from any other Disney franchises and it doesn't need such a broad title as Disney's Action Game? I have no idea, but all I do know is that I played the demo of this game countless amounts of times as a kid, and honestly, I can't wait to revisit it today. Today. Ah, yes! Nostalgia overload. I remember this Eurocom theme from other PS1 games. Yep, groovy as fuck. We're getting there. Whoa, I'm pumped! Can't wait to play it! Oh. Okay. That man has a fucking bum for a face. Ah, yes, finally, took it goddamn time.
So here we are at the menu, groovy music, groovy dancing, although this lady here is creeping me the fuck out since she never moves her head, all apart from her tiny, lubricious, floppy dog ears. And upon starting the game, we get some lovely FMV straight from the movie, which is really damn impressive quality, actually. Especially considering this game came out only a few weeks after the film hit theaters. Wanted to own decent quality clips of the new Disney film before VHS? Well, force and beg your parents to get you the game, you crying, snotty little fuckers.
It's also worth saying that right now I'll be tackling each and every single individual 10 stages of this game as they arrive.
The first stage is called Your Basic Damsel in Distress, in which you control Hercules training for some reason. The game really never gives you a cohesive plot, really. Funny considering it already had a movie to go off of, but whatever. And the immediate thing that catches your eye are the visuals and how stellar they are. Disney games on PS1 especially had an affinity for completely nailing the source material, making the game look exactly like you were playing in the universe of the cartoons. And here is no different at all. The pixel art, the animations, the backgrounds, the splicing of sprites and 3D models, and the characters are actually spot on to the likenesses. I mean, look at how accurate Danny DeVito is. It's a spitting image. Oh wait, what? That isn't Danny DeVito? Are you sure? It looks exactly like him. It's a character. No, it's not a character, that's Danny fucking DeVito. The music is also fantastic, taking things from the songs in the film and bringing the odd original jazzy gospel score into the mix to make it stimulate your eardrums perfectly. In this starting stage, you run from left to right, smashing up targets and saving rag dolls pretending to be damsels in distress. Oh, bitch, tit, bugger shit! What I actually meant to say was not saving them, but slicing each individual limb into heavy rotting lumps, which took me a while to figure out since we were, you know, saving them and all, but hey, Danny DeVito seems happy about it, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. But apart from what appears to be snappy and responsive control and smooth movement, the second moving targets get involved opens the cracks up to what should otherwise be a fun 2D kid side-scroller. You see, every action actually does have a delay. Not a huge problem in some games, but for a 2D action platformer, nah. And when you consider Herc has to fight Titans, Medusa, and Hydra in the same game, your worst enemies in this game are the fucking birds. My god, the birds! You'd think Alfred Hitchcock walked into this SOB, because look at this shit! And Herc can't swiftly and easily avoid them or quickly and snappily attack them without the delayed sword swing, way too short range punching, and awkward jumping that isn't only delayed on itself but also delays the sword swing in the air even more. That's so fucking annoying. They all make me go, look at this. This is level 1. Disney's action game featuring boys. Other than those glaring issues though, this is a decent intro stage, with rock moving to reach higher ledges, moments of swinging to the next point, but make sure that you kill all the birds before you do that. Oh, what, you twat! And moments when you're playing a game that's just like Hercules, but with sharks! This ends with Hercules drinking milk. Look, see? Milk! Herc drinks some milk, and the stage ends.
I suppose you need to drink up, really. It's good for you. It's good for your bones. It's calcium, isn't it? If you don't drink your milk, then you'll end up looking like this Hercules.
Stage 2 is called the Hero's Gauntlet, a very fun if tricky stage in which Herc has to run forward uncontrollably while all you can do is slow down, speed up, jump and move left and right. These parts of the game are very animated, busy, and require a lot of pre-planning with things coming towards you. They're decent stages and very kinetic. Oh, badass Hermes boots, yeah! Oh, I was even clever enough and collected all the Hercules tokens in this stage. Awesome. What do I win? Continue. Are you serious? These fucking tokens are expertly hidden all over the stages, and try as I might, I could barely find any, and your reward for finding every single damn letter in the highly explorable and dangerous stages to kids who liked a Disney movie and bought the game is the ability to start from the level they're on if they get a game over.
How much more backwards could you get? I mean, surely if you lose all of your lives on the same stage, it means that you're clearly stuck on that stage. So how on earth is being able to finish the stage in the first place going to help you continue with the stage that you're already stuck on? It doesn't make any fucking sense. What's the point of finding the letters? I mean, if you can find all the letters in a stage, you have already mastered the game. Yes, they are that difficult to find. So if you're stuck on a stage and you need to continue after losing all your lives, you need to be amazing at the stage that you're already dying on. It doesn't make... Oh my god. Whoever programmed this needed their father to wear protection so that they were never born in the first place.
Times are tough. Unemployment is rising. Banks are closing. Gasoline prices skyrocketing. Now more than ever, we need to know there are some things we can depend on. Hercules condoms, always dependable when times get hard.
Well, how appropriate. I mean, I guess if you're going to trust anything to wrap around your penis, you might as well use something that was named after the god of strength.
Stage 3 is the Centaur's Forest, and this is where I began to die because of how poorly implemented the delayed mechanics and visuals over gameplay nonsense floats on top of everything. Here you meet enemies that take off tons of health, yet give you no indication when you can actually hit them. More birds! And yeah, see what I mean about the Hercules Continue letters? I explored towards and behind the environment all over the place, took multiple beatings down dead-end paths, scoured every corner of this difficult forest with trees getting in the way of everything, and I only found the second to last E. My god. And see this rock here? No, I didn't either. The only saving grace in this stage are the frequent checkpoints and enemies staying dead once you kill them after death. Oh, and the countless bonus lives hidden around. I think that they were trying to tell us something with this. This then ends with a boss fight that I swear to absolute Christ I only figured out how to beat by total accident. Look at this. The sword did nothing, jumping did nothing. Meg!
What can I do?
So what you're supposed to do here is jump up onto this rock, wait for him to come over and punch or kick the wall, and only when there's a rumbling from his hits is it then safe for you to jump over him, wait for him to then get confused, and then you can jump on him.
Kids want to play this.
Oh yeah, also you get hero ratings at the end of every stage. They mean absolutely nothing, so fuck 'em. Stage 4 is the Big Olive, and this is where...
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my.
Okay, this is the demo I replayed about 30 times a week when I was little. This is the stage packaged onto that holy disc. This brings back so many memories, man. I feel teary. Stuff like when I was a kid, whenever you picked up health and the game went, Hercules! I always swear to God it was a camp man saying Hercules with a silent S, but no, it's actually Herculade. How did I miss that? Either way, I think it's still funnier to think of it as a camp man saying Herculade. Herculade! I think I should talk about the power-ups here. They're also one of the saving graces in the side-scrolling bits. You scroll through them with the shoulder buttons and they range from invincibility to sword abilities like ranged sonar spinning, auto-target fireballs, and my favorite, the multi-directional unlimited range lightning that decimates all that's around you. And they're delved out enough in the stage that you don't abuse them all the time. Does this forgive the game for the other shocking game decisions from before? Not at all. And here it's even worse. Look, how are you supposed to avoid that? How do you know who's evil and who's just walking around? It's hard enough to fight enemies normally, and now we don't even know who we can hit. And this mini-boss can fuck a duck. It's so boring. It's the same thing over and over again for minutes on end. It's pointless. And why aren't these Greek temple pillar pieces cutting off more than a cheese slice of your health? This sucks, I'm sorry. Oh, and the delayed control I mentioned earlier tends to interfere with your ground pound move so much that I spam the button down while in the air until Herc eventually just hits the floor. Not to mention, exploring around for Hercules pieces means absolutely nothing since I'm not going to lose all of my lives this close to the end of the stage. Coins affect absolutely nothing at all, and I'm left wondering what the point of everything is. Stage 5, Idris Cave. Not a bad boss, very visually impressive for sure, and with multiple falling rocks and biting heads to avoid. Not to mention, this static rain effect is adorable. And holy shit, this is gory. Ugh, look at this, it's God of War before God of War was God of War. However, as quickly as that stage began, it ends. On to stage 6, Medusa, another boss that acts as the whole stage and ends in a few minutes. Again, not an awful fight, but nothing amazing, as you can only harm her with her own attacks that you need to mirror back at her after she destroys the pillars all around her. All while you avoid rocks, her delayed snake spit attack that arrives sometime after she fires it, and endlessly spawning skeletons. But just like that, with no real plot reasons, no explanation linking everything together or anything, the stage ends again, and it's over as quick as it came.
And if you find yourself over as quick as you come, then maybe you should invest in some special branded, endorsed by the Disney movie
Hercules condoms, always dependable when times get hard.
Stage 7 is the Cyclops attack, which is just as exciting and decently composed as the running stage before it. This time though with even more visual effects, more things to avoid, and Cyclops always in the back screaming. Stage 8 is known as Titan Flight, the only flying stage in the game, and one that isn't awful, but just isn't satisfying or even that fair with your regular sword. My advice, get that fucking lightning sword and go crazy. This stage was luckily built for it, and with that considered, it's actually pretty fun avoiding the Titan thrown obstacles while speeding through breakable ice and flames towards Daddy Dearest. I also like how you can rescue tied up civilians for health bonuses. But yeah, there's not really much else to say. There's still more bullshit here, more enemies that don't give clues as to when they can be hit and when they can't be. And once you beat the stage, you only get mildly pleased breathing. But overall, it's an okay stage. Oh, holy shit, Urkel's in this game with Danny DeVito. On to stage 9, which...
What? A save screen? What? A save screen? At stage 9 near the end of the game? Why? Oh, where is the bloody manual? What is this all about?
Okay, so as it turns out, these pots here, some give you lives, and others, you'll never believe this, are secretly hidden, and finding all 4 of them will give you a code to continue or the option to save the game. So not only did the game spend about 2 minutes reading my damn memory card at the start, only to then decide to use it in the most ridiculously rare circumstances, but again, you expect young Disney fans, and not just them, but adult gamers like myself, to explore each and every secret the game throws at you in each difficult and bullshit area that kill you over and over again, along with beating the stage, just for the privilege of saving your progress. Sure, a save game would be very useful if you beat a stage that you're so stuck on that you can end up continuing from the next stage without ever needing to replay the stage you were stuck on before, but no. In the world of Disney's action game featuring fucking Hercules, you need to know the stage inside out, stay alive, and beat it in order to do that. So if you're stuck on a stage, tough shit. You get no reward for clearing it alone. Oh, and if you found the last stage pretty easy, but then couldn't find all 4 pots because the game doesn't give you a counter for them and are very hard to find, too bad. No level select and no chance to save the game at all at a safe place. Meaning that if you get stuck, you'll have a totally dead save until you lose all of your lives and continues and have to start start from the beginning again. So just pray to God you have plenty of lives and continues for the sake of exploring each nook and cranny of the stage, because without them, you won't be saving any progress at all.
I mean, I know we have the internet now, so it's not a huge problem, but back in 1997, it would have been a problem for most people. And also, it's just awful design anyway.
Luckily though, stage 9, the Passageway of Eternal Torment, is another running stage, and a decent one at that. But this is where more bullshit seeps through because the game is near to the end, but instead of being more fair and difficult, instead you get more obstacles that can get you completely stuck until the game decides you can run past after draining nearly all of your health, and many instances where jumping or running are both not viable options, with avoiding shit flying at you everywhere, which wouldn't be a problem if you could attack here. Yes, you can't attack in these stages, and I'm serious, why not? I'm Hercules, I'm Sword.
What are you doing? Get your sword!
I can't, Danny, I can't, which sucks because a lot of this bullshit wouldn't exist if I just could. And all of this for a final boss level at only level 10 when I've been playing the whole game for literally about an hour. And the boss is completely pathetic and one of the most easiest I've ever fought in a side-scroller, and all of this culminates to the ending parts of the film I always hated from how awfully cliched and poorly delivered Zeus says it.
A hero isn't measured by his strength, but by his heart. Love, love, love. So I'm sorry you had to go through all that shit. None of this made you a hero at all to settle in Olympus. All you had to do was be in love and get her knocked up.
I never fucking understood this message in a Hercules story. It's shit. I don't even know what it means against everything Herc has done up until this point. It's so bloody hypocritical. And then the end happens at about 1 hour and 10 minutes of total playtime with no additional content, no reason whatsoever to explore and collect anything, no unlockables, and a complete sack of wasted potential. Oh, and by the way, I know that saving the game was a fucking luxury for masters, but if the game's only an hour long, I don't think you need it anyway, so that's even less of a reason to find them. Overall, I actually think the Hercules name could have gone to somewhere a lot better, like, I don't know, how about this?
Hercules condoms, always dependable when times get hard.
So in conclusion, I think the ancient Greek philosopher John Tronus said it best.
This game is actually freaking awesome!
Wait. No, not that. No, not that. No! The game's bad. I mean, I know that John only played the beginning parts of it and he was comparing it to all the other Herculean shit he had to play in this video. But no! The game's still bad. It's not the worst game I've ever played, but it's still not a good game. So you know what? Disney's action game featuring Hercules gets the slaughter. And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go and have a drink and relax.
What are you gonna drink?
Look!
Hey everybody, and thanks so much for watching this video. The outtakes will be on in just a second, so please stay tuned. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsors for this video, chrono.gg, where if you go to the description and bookmark the site, chrono.gg/caddy right now, not only will you get a new, insanely cheap gaming deal every 24 hours to make it feel like Christmas every day, but if you're lucky enough to catch this video on the day that it's released, you can grab one of my top 10 games of 2014, Oddworld New and Tasty, for the same cost as a lunch. This is a deal too good to pass up for such an awesome game, and like I said, if you bookmark the site, you'll get new deals every single day, just like some of the other games I showed you all a second ago. So please check out the site, enjoy some cheap games, bookmark the site and check it every 24 hours, buy some stuff, play some stuff, and here are some outtakes. Ta-ra, everybody.
Subscribe.
I always have to do the dirty deed of deciding whether or not a game deserves to be slaughtered or they're the wrong guns. How about that? Oh, very gorgeous. Oh dear.
His eye.
Oh dear. He's over. The game deserves to be slaughtered or salvaged. And I have a question for what you did. Fucking fuck!
Question for raunchy.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show. I always have to do the deed of deciding whether or not it's Okay, don't look at me like that.